Okay guys, well, moving on to the next thing, we're going to focus on health for a little bit. And today we're actually going to talk about, we're going to start a unit focusing on our body and different ways we take care of our body so we can have it for years and years and years, right? So today, to start this, before we talk about it too much, I want you guys to help me create a list. We need to create a list of food. And I want us to create together a list of foods that are good for us and foods that maybe we shouldn't eat as often, kind of like those junk foods. So I'm going to start up on the board here. I'm going to write healthy foods. And then not so healthy foods. And then as you have an idea pop into your head or something you'd like to share, if you could raise your hand, and I will call on you and we're going to make this list together. So let's think of a couple things that could be healthy foods. Vegetables. Anything specific, or we'll start vegetables? That's a good one. Lots of nutrients in vegetables. And fruit, yeah. Let's see, does anybody have an unhealthy food idea they can share with me? Chips. They're yummy, but they're not that healthy, right? Which that can sometimes happen, huh? Sometimes the food that we want to eat the most is the food that we shouldn't eat the most, and you just get frustrated. Okay, let's think of some more health foods here. Milk. Yes, milk is good. Milk helps us build strong bones. And cheese, yes. What about, can somebody list any meat for me? Because meat's healthy, right? We need some, meat has protein. Okay, let's see, let's get chicken. Good job. Broccoli, good job. What's broccoli? Broccoli's a vegetable, yes. What about peanuts? Where should I put peanuts? Are peanuts good or bad, do you think? Okay, let's put them on the healthy food side. What about some more junk? Who thinks of more food that they think is not healthy for our body? Ice cream. Sad day, huh? The day we find out that ice cream isn't good for us. Candy, yes. Pop, yeah. What about eggs? Are eggs good or bad? Good, yes. What about bread? What should we say about bread? This is kind of a hard one. You hear both sides of it, right? Breads are a grain, right? So breads are good for us. So we need grains in our diet. Breads and cereal. Good one. Cereal, and that one's kind of tricky, because that one could maybe go on both sides. Depends on what kind of cereal. If you're having the really sugary frosted flakes, that might be a little bit different. So we have to be particular with that one. Maybe yogurt. Beans. Apples, yeah, that's a good one. That's a fruit. Okay, so we'll take a break from our list for a second here. And what we're going to go into next is... So now, you guys, what I want to talk to you about today is we're going to go into a little bit of nutrition. So over the next couple days, we're going to start a unit about treating our bodies good, and how to overall have a good health for our body. So today we're just going to focus on the nutrition part of that. The things that we should put into our body and the things that we should avoid putting into our body, or just maybe in moderation. So you've helped me create a food list of things that you think we should put in and things that we probably shouldn't put in as often or as a special occasion or more so as a treat, right? Because, I mean, you still have to have those treats. So, because with these foods, can anybody, without being maybe too in-depth, tell me what it is about these foods that the unhealthy foods don't offer as much of? Or why they're not as good for us? Yes. all of these foods like vegetables and fruits and peanuts and cheese and chicken, they all offer nutrients that our body uses to create energy. And so we're able to do things and be active and feed our brains because our brains need to grow and be super smart. These all contain a lot of nutrients our body can use. Whereas the things that we put on our unhealthy side, they have a lot more of the sugars and the bad fats and the things that kind of slow us down a little bit. They taste really good, but they give us energy for a minute and then almost take it away from us, and you might feel more tired or fatigued and that type of thing. And our body isn't able to use the ingredients in those foods as energy and to help run our body. It more so almost slows them down and can do things internally. So let's talk. So I have something to kind of make this all kind of come together a little bit more and make a little bit more sense. So we're going to learn about my plate. Let me take this one down. And what my plate is, you guys, is it is a system to help us think about things that we put on our plate, or it helps us to remember to try to incorporate all of these healthy foods into our diet regularly. So I'm going to go over each section of my plate with you guys, and then I have a fun video, okay? Okay, so on my plate here you see, up in the corner is fruits, then below that we have vegetables, we have grains, protein, and dairy. So what it's saying, so if you observe the plate here, you may notice that half of our plate, so whenever we make meals, my plate is telling us that it wants half of our plate to be fruits and vegetables. And then the other half, we have grains and protein. And then we need our daily sources of daily sources of dairy as well. So that is why that my plate wants us to see that. And how should we choose our food? How much of each thing do we need? So choosing our food, just like it says on here, it wants us to break it down like this. And then it wants us to choose try to incorporate these 5 different food types into our meals when we sit down and have these meals, or in our daily diets. So I will go a little bit more further into this, but I'm first going to have you guys watch a video. And in this video, I want you to pay attention because I'm going to ask you questions afterwards. It talks about my plate, and it talks about each of the 5 categories that are included in the my plate. So we learn a little bit more about what each of those foods offer our body and why we want those 5 different categories in our diets. Okay, so I'll play the video. 5-minute video. Okay, so after watching the video, we've first started off by creating our own list. We've gone over my plate to discover what we think, or what we're told, and by scientists and health enthusiasts and stuff, what our plate should look like. And now we just watched a video about each of the 5 categories, so we know a lot about this. Does anybody have any questions regarding that before we begin our next activity? We're good? Perfect. So I'm going to pass out to everybody, if I can find it, a blank my plate. And what your guys' job is going to be is I want you to put 3, this is my way of knowing that you understand what we're doing and what types of foods go in each of the categories. So in the fruit section, I want you to write 3 different foods that fit in that category. 3 in the vegetable, 3 in the grains, 3 in the protein, and 3 in the dairy. 3 food items that would fit in each of the categories. Then once you are done with that, I would like you to color coordinate them according to our poster one that we have here. And by color coordinating, guys, this kind of helps you in the sense of being able to remember, affiliate the color with the portion it goes with, and it kind of helps our memories maintain things a little bit longer. So then I want you to color fruits are red, vegetables are green, grains are orange, protein's purple, and dairy is blue. So we'll do that. So write 3 in each category, then color them. And once you're done, I'll give you guys a couple minutes to work on that. Okay, good work, you guys. Okay, so now that we have finished that up, I want us to retake a look at our list that we created at the very beginning of class before we had any of this knowledge. Okay, so now we have our list that we made. And we learned about the 5 categories in the My Plate. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take the foods that we listed on the healthy side and decide as a class where they go in the My Plate. So I need some help. Who can help me remember the 5 categories? We have fruits, good job, vegetables, grains, dairy, yep, and protein. Okay, so starting with the first item, vegetables. Where does vegetables go, you guys? Under vegetables, that's right. Okay, and then fruits under fruits, we know that, right? Okay, milk. Which category would milk go under? That is right, dairy. Okay, what about chicken? Where should I put chicken in the chart? It's a protein, that's right. What about peanuts? This might be a hard one. Where should I put peanuts? You put it on the right side of the chart. It should be on healthy foods, but where? Protein, good job. Peanuts are a protein. There's another one I might try to stump you on here. Let's see who's ready. What about eggs? Eggs is a protein too, good job. Apples is a fruit. Bread. Where does bread go? Where does it belong in our chart? Under grains, yes. Okay, here's beans. Where should I put beans? Wow, you guys are good. You must have paid attention in the video, huh? Beans go under protein. Good work. What about cereal? Grains, yes. Good job. Okay, now that we've categorized most of these, and I hope you guys are all becoming a lot more comfortable with it and comfortable what foods go in which categories. So when you're sitting at home looking at your plates, you're like, I have this category and this category. I'm missing this one. I can try that on tomorrow or later. Okay, guys. So now we're going to talk about portions. And we'll just do this briefly because we're finishing up here. So when we're talking about portions of each of these categories, I mean, because my plate might be this big, your plate might be this big. So when I mean half of a plate, fruits and vegetables, let me see. I have this written down here somewhere. Okay, so our servings. So I'm going to go over each of the cup sizes. So this is about 1 cup. And this is the biggest serving that you'll see on any portion of the plate. You'll never really have a serving that's over 1 cup. And things that will be served in 1 cup are like 1 cup of salad, or what else do we have on here? 1 cup of milk. Okay. And then we have a half cup. And so things that will be a good size for half cup would be things such as yogurt. And yogurt could even be 3/4 of a cup, which is a little bit more than this one. Such as yogurts, pastas, dry cereals. Dry cereal is also 1 cup. And then this is a 4th cup. So this is just a little guy. This is our new ice cream dish. After this lesson today, no, we can have more ice cream than that. And then we have 1/3 cup. So as you can see, each one of these, so 1 cup is the largest we'll ever really have of a serving, a proper serving, a half cup, a 1/3 cup, and a 4th cup. So none of these are all really too big, right? I mean, even our healthy foods we eat in moderation, our bodies need these foods to create energy and to make us grow big and strong and develop, but we also don't need a ton of food either. So, now that we've gone around a little bit, we will wrap things up. If you have any more coloring left to do on your my plates, then you guys can finish that up. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to wrap those up and then turn them in, and then we're going to move on to what's next.